up, everybody? I am Mia's representative, better known as Goonicorn. Nice to meet you. Okay, y'all, we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to talk about in this episode, okay? So buckle up and let's get ready. First things first, let's make sure we take care of some little business, okay? Make sure you go ahead, like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment whenever you feel necessary. Now, this is directly to the people who are here by way of Scotty by Nature. First of all, hello, how you doing? Welcome, nice to meet you. And also, thank you so much for taking this recommendation and coming over here to this ghetto hot mess. I love y'all. And also, thank you to him for being a supporter. He's been supporting me for, a couple of weeks now, and it's actually really shown in the numbers or whatever. So I'm really appreciative of all you guys being here, and I'm also really appreciative of him lending his support to me. Very, very happy. And if y'all somehow are here and y'all don't know about him, also do the same. Scotty by Nature. Go to his YouTube. Hilarious, okay? So, mind you, I barely watch, now that I've started to commit to the YouTube thingamajig, I don't really watch YouTubers as often because I don't want any of their views influencing the way that I feel. But I'm starting to realize that nobody can really influence the way that I feel. What they do is help me to think beyond myself sometimes, and it gives me a different perspective on things. However, I just don't want to be incorporating anybody else's zhuzh into my flow, because I'm very woman of the world, if I will. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started into this episode. Okay, so the episode starts off with Karen's white party. Child, let me take a drink. Let me take a little swig. Okay, now, this cup is ridiculous. It is obnoxious and absurd. And this drink that I made is like a coffee drink. Don't worry about me, okay? I'm in school, I have homework, and I'm also trying to maintain this YouTube channel and grow it at the same time. So I be up at all times of the hour, okay? And yes, there's alcohol in there. So make sure you got your cup of alcohol too, because we got a lot to talk about. So the episode starts off with this janky ass white party that Mia supposedly threw for Karen's birthday. I guess she kind of delegated the role to Mia's representative. She is now co-host, or she just took over the hosting job because she wants things to go over smoothly. We love a nice person. Okay, moving on. So Gizelle, she's like, where's everybody at? Where's Mia? We go up to the room. Mia's talking to Jacqueline like, well, I kind of feel like Karen didn't want me to host her party anymore because she said, well, you don't have to do it. And Jacqueline is like, no, girl, that's not what she meant. What she meant was, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. And yeah, because girl, you really ain't doing her no favors. If this whole trip was about Karen and her birthday party, everything about it has been janky. That raggedy ass, janky ass beach that y'all went to with no bottle service, no people in attendance, just a regular ass public beach with some pool chairs and old broads in bathing suits lusting after beach trade. Like, come on now, them was punks. Now, this probably ain't gonna never get back to them boys, but if it does, y'all were very handsome. I'm not calling y'all punks for real, but y'all know it's lingo, y'all punks. Anyway, so you had that, right? And then what else was supposed to go down? And then you're supposed to be having this dinner. You're not really doing that well. Nothing here has been essence of like a great birthday party. It just hasn't. Like, you throwing drinks on bitches. Y'all went to fucking raggedy ass Peter Thomas's restaurant. It's like, be serious, Mia. Okay, let me make sure I'm recording, because one thing about me, I will do it. She's recording. Work. All right. So nothing about this party has been out of the box, to say the least. Like, girl, anyway. So all the ladies finally get down to the dinner. Everybody is decked out in their white. Everybody looks decent. Gizelle's hair is doing what Gizelle's hair does. Candiace looks nice. I love her faux locks. Karen ate, like, Karen's body in that white little get up. I said, ma'am, this is what a grandmother is supposed to look like, right? Because I feel like when you get up in age, you have lived your life, you have given birth to your children, you have done the things that you were supposed to do necessary as a woman, as a wife. And when you reach that age, when you're up in your 60s, yeah, you want to look good. You want a little nip and a tuck. You want a little curve. You want your breasts to sit up perky. You want your man to know that you still fucking got it. You know what the gag is, though? I really wish men would take this road too. Like, even if y'all wanted to get a little injectable here and there, like, you know, you can get a little filler, a little Botox, a little something. Y'all ain't got to be out here looking all raggedy and crusty all the time. Like, y'all women should not just be out here looking like they are auditioning for the next Zeus project and y'all are out here giving nursing home. Y'all shouldn't look like that together. But, you know, that's Karen's Ray and she loved him and we gonna let her have that. Robyn looks the best that Robyn is ever gonna look in her life. That's not saying much. Let me not play. Like, Robyn is a gorgeous girl. I'm not even gonna hate on her looks, even because I hate her, just because I don't like her right now. Jacqueline consistently looks frumpy to me. Like, is it just me, or like she is a naturally pretty girl, but something about her just always rubbed me as like frump. Like, she just picked up whatever she could find at the latest Ross sale and just said, girl, I'm on the Real Housewives of Potomac. You girls cannot touch me, okay, girl? I am serving cunt in this white, but you're not. Anyway, so then we get in Sheree. If Jacqueline is frumpy, Sharice is lumpy, okay? Why is it that we could not have a scholar back, dressed and decked out in the latest fashions, but we have to suffer and endure Sharice and frumpy and lumpy? Like, why? Anyway. Actually, okay, so I have a conspiracy theory on that. I will get back to that later. Y'all just roll with me through this. Y'all roll with me, okay? Because I'm going to touch back on that because so much is going on. I got to get to the important parts first. We'll get back to the tidbits later. So, okay, all the girls get there. Then the girls come down. Mia is in her red and white. And it's just like, that's a passive-aggressive move just to say, like, girl, I'm here, but I really ain't celebrating shit at this point. You know, I'm here in white to support all of y'all, but this is really about me. That's what it's kind of giving. In season 1, Karen would have wrapped her ass up like, bitch, how dare you be playing an all-white party for my birthday, but then you come in red and white. This is about me. Because y'all remember when Karen wrapped Gizelle ass up about sitting in the middle of the table on her birthday, which was the pettiest argument that I've ever seen. And that is why I always tell people to skip season 1 and just go straight to the season 1 reunion, because the season 1 was just boring. It was literally about Gizelle sitting in the middle when Karen should have been sitting in the middle. It's like, girl, are y'all stupid? Anyway, so they go around the table and they're talking about Karen's funniest moments. Candiace talks about the infamous wig shift. When Ashley brings up how she walked out in Karen's wig and Karen was kikiing. What's that lady name? Robyn said how Karen was tongue kissing and all that other mess, and then Gizelle brought up, what did she bring up? Oh, when she said clankety clank. Now I have to agree with Gizelle when she right. She said that clankety clank, that is an iconic moment. But what I will throw in the ring is when, which wouldn't have been funny to Gizelle, is when Monique and Karen like fucking laid that perfect alley-oop when Monique tossed Karen the ball and Karen caught it and she said, is Jamal coming? Of course not. That's my favorite Karen moment. So anyway, then Ashley brings up Chris's Twitter posts, and Gizelle also chimes in about how she feels like that he is threatening him. Candiace says, my husband is responding to people lying on him on Twitter. If that's what he wants to do, that's his business. And so Gizelle says, so what am I lying about? And Candiace is not giving these girls any attention. Like, what's next? What's next? what's next? Let's move on. So Ashley is like, so you don't want to respond? And then Mia jumps in and was like, I think it's very funny how she's being dismissive about her husband, about the lies that they're spreading about her husband, but when somebody attacks my husband, she is supporting the woman that attacked my husband. And so Candiace is like, so wait, if I yell at y'all and I cuss y'all the fuck out, I'm wrong. I'm loud and I'm aggressive. However, if I dismiss it, now I'm being defensive. I cannot win. I cannot win. And then somehow or another, Frumpy decides to lean her long neck ass in there and say Candiace is being defensive. And Candiace is like, hold on. I don't need Mia's representative talking to me. Like, let's calm it down. And okay, I have been towing the line with Jacqueline for a while now, right? Like, okay, I want to get to know this new girl, even though she's coming in by way of Mia. I don't really care for that, but you know, every demon has a good friend. Every demon has an angel somewhere, you know? And I thought that, you know, maybe Jacqueline could be her, because up until this moment, like, she's done some things, as I mentioned last week, that has rubbed me the wrong way, where I feel like, girl, you speaking a little too out of turn here. Like, shut up. Like her first scene when she was trying to defend Mia about the whole cancer thing or whatever, I was like, okay, I do feel like you're doing a little much, but I also understand that your friend might be dealing with, your friend might potentially have cancer. So we're going to allow this interference. But ever since then, you've just been kind of stepping your toe out of line a little too much for me. And it kind of is giving me that Mia and Jacqueline have had conversations behind the scenes about Candiace, and she has been gearing her up to come for Candiace. And she has already had a bad taste in her mouth about Candiace since last season. And as a friend, like, let me take myself outside of being a Candiace fan and a fan of this show. I could see how my friend got into it with this girl. I don't necessarily think my friend is right or whatever. However, y'all ain't gonna know how I feel about my friend, because I'm a ride for my friend regardless in a space where we're all together. Like, I'm a ride for her. But when my friend is absolutely dead ass wrong in a moment, like, I wouldn't feel the need to jump in right there. She was sitting there when everybody else was, when Wendy and Mia got into it. She knows that Mia got up out of her seat, walked her big foot, kangaroo feet ass over there to Peter, jumped in his face, and got all the tea, jumped back, and got in her seat, and then sprayed her at the table. Like, you know all of this happened. Why are you acting obtuse? Why are you acting like this didn't happen? So you backing her up in this moment, to me, it just kind of feels like you was waiting for a moment to get with Candiace, and then Candiace got your ass. Now the rest of the internet is about to be calling your ass Mia's representative, because you don't know how to pick and choose your battles. Like, wait for a moment with Candiace, because I promise you, it will come. It comes all the time. The girls make up good moments for them to argue with Candiace. Your moment would have came, but you should have waited for a good opportunity, and this one wasn't it. Because now you done stepped your ass into something that you ain't really gonna be able to step out of, and now your ass is about to get drugged because of your friend. So congrats to you to being Mia's representative. Oh, and Sharice, don't think that we ain't about to give you a little bit too for you. You coming in high as hell off of whatever cocktail that you done had, lady. Yo, whatever prescription that you own, the girls need to see your doctor. Because mama was like, oh, why does it always need to be a like, this lady was about to zonk out. She was literally about to malfunction right there on the spot. She was glitching. We literally saw a live screen glitch. Mama sitting there stuttering and fucking like, Sharice, get it together, girl. So, in the midst of all of this drama going on, Karen comes out, happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me. Because it does seem like Karen's birthday is taking a back seat to all of the pressing drama that the girls have. Like, Lord have mercy, this season has been drama packed. My God. So, okay. Now it's the next day. Mia and Jacqueline are in the mirror. They're talking about Candiace. Like, you know, girl, if Wendy is your homegirl, like you say she is, why are you here? Why do you want to even be here with us or whatever? And it's something I cannot put my finger on why that is rubbing me the wrong way so much, because it kind of feels like these girls feel so connected to this group so prematurely that they think that they can ice out veterans. Now, Wendy is a veteran, whatever, and I guess technically so Mia would be as well, but it's like, these girls were here before you, so y'all don't even understand the seniority here. Like, Candiace is a well-seasoned veteran. Like, she has been through this for seasons at this point. And it's like, y'all think that y'all have, Jacqueline of all people, y'all think that y'all have that much leeway to ice people out? Like, where are they? And I know where they're getting this ambitious attitude from. They are getting it from Robyn and Gizelle because they have allowed them to bypass the hazing. They have allowed them to bypass all of the bullshit that everybody else has had to go through on this show, because they light skin and they halfers. They light skin and they halfers. Okay, let me take a drink. So, Charisse, y'all, I don't know why Charisse makes me laugh so much, but this is a throwback for all of the old school Tyler Perry fans. Tyler Perry had this play called Medea's Class Reunion, and I don't know if everybody did, but for the girls who waited around to like the behind the scenes and the bloopers, Tyler Perry had this funny ass blooper about one of the women that was on the play. I can't remember what her name was, but she was a lady that had on like the black and white, and he was pretending that she was like a cow because she was a little big. And she was not even like a really like a large woman, but she was just a very healthy, big breasted, she had a couple of kids ass kind of woman. And he would take a step and he was like imitating her. He was like, moo. Okay, he said oink or something like that. When I tell you, something about Charisse just gives me that scene. Like, every time she walks, she just oink a little bit. Oink, 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 oink. And then she oinked her ass in Candiace's room, and they're talking about Ashley or whatever and her scam of a divorce, and they're questioning that or whatever. That's not really important. And then they talk about Wendy and how they want Wendy, or how Candiace wants Wendy back. And Charisse is just like, girl, I just want you to have fun on this trip. I want you to be happy on this trip. And that's all that's it there. I don't really think that there's anything to talk about there. So now the group splits up for a day event, which I don't know why the group is splitting up. To me, this felt like a jab. I don't understand why the group was split up in this way, but okay, it's like y'all all on a group trip together. Why would y'all not all be together? Because you're not afford all of the Lambos for everybody, Mia? Like, you're hosting, shouldn't you be buying things? All right. So Candiace, Robyn, Ashley, and Charisse, they head off to the paddle boats. And Karen, Mia, and Gizelle, and Jacqueline, they head off to the Lamborghinis. Okay, I don't like Mia, but she does things that sends me, because this was petty. This was petty as hell. You sent these bitches to go exercise and eat Lunchables while y'all got to go ride Lamborghinis? This wasn't right. But anyway, Candiace ends up inviting Wendy. She asks Robyn, how do you feel about that? Robyn is like, girl, I don't care, whatever, invite her. So they split up and they go in their two cars. The paddleboat girls are in one car, the Lamborghini girls are in another car. The paddleboat girls, there's a scene where Candiace asks Robyn if if she would care if Wendy came or not. She was like, girl, I don't care. Invite her if you want to. Over here in the Lamborghini bus shuttle situation, Jacqueline, again, speaking out of turn, talking about Mia deserves an apology from Wendy. You know what? This is what it is. Mia prepped Jacqueline for this show and was like, I don't give a fuck what happens, bitch, you are on my side, ride or die. There is no instance where you and I are splitting up as a team. Bitch, we are about to be the new Gizelle and Robyn, and whatever I say goes. Do not go against me. And Jacqueline being, you know, an impressionable girl, probably just thankful for the opportunity to be on this show. Is just like, you know what, I'm riding for my girl. But I really need you to ask yourself, like, does this make sense what I'm saying? Like, I'm all about riding for my friend, right? But if my friend is wrong, I'm gonna be quiet. That is my support to you. When you wrong, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Because bitch, what you not gonna have me doing is out here looking stupid for you. I'm gonna be quiet, and if any bitch swing on you, I'ma swing first. You know, that's me. That's a me kind of thing. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna hold my mouth, I'm gonna hold my tongue, because I'm not gonna be looking stupid for you. But I'm also not gonna let nobody hurt you. You get what I'm saying? But this is why the girls are calling you Mia's representative. You are like the lady with the earpiece and the little walkie-talkie that's standing like next to the Z-list celebrity on the green carpet. Like, you know, she needs good lighting. She needs a powder on her nose. You just seem like a flunky. You seem like somebody who doesn't have a brain at this point, and that's not the way that you want to come on this show. That's really not what you want to do. Like, do you want to go the Robyn route? You got it right there. The blueprint. It don't look too good for you, sister. It don't look too good for you. Let's just call a thing, right? Mia, this trip sucks. This trip sucks ass. This trip sucks ass. With this raggedy ass motherfucking beach day that you set up, this raggedy ass white party dinner that you set up, this raggedy ass split group shit that you done set up, that raggedy ass meeting at Peter's dinner bar one bullshit. This is a raggedy ass trip. This is why this show needs a hot girl on the show. Like, y'all need somebody, a hot single girl on the show to come and spice it up. Because if y'all would have had a hot girl on the show, she would have known exactly where the niggas was from Miami. She would have had y'all on the beach partying with the punks. She wouldn't have had y'all at raggedy ass Peter bar. She wouldn't have had y'all in no raggedy ass off the shore ass mansion. She wouldn't have had y'all in no raggedy ass shit. A hot girl would have called the niggas up. She would have had all the hottest party promoters to come and line y'all up. She would have had bottle service. She would have had y'all doing the things. But no, you got Mia playing boss, acting like she knows what she's doing, and she just don't. She sucks. She sucks. Okay, so anyway, Wendy arrives to the battle boats. Y'all, I really enjoyed this scene. I really did. I enjoyed it. It just made me so happy to see how vexed Robyn's spirit got when she seen Wendy's face. Like, oh, here go this bitch. Like, Robyn could have been talking about, like, having the best orgasm of her life. She could have been talking about her sons graduating from college, from Harvard. She could have been talking about having another baby. She could have been talking about her non-existent relationship with her non-existent, not happening ass wedding. She could have been talking about going to see Saturn. She could have been talking about the happiest of subjects. And as soon as Wendy walks in the building, her entire aura changes. Her entire face changes. She can't even hold up a smile. The smile is too heavy for her. She cannot keep it together when Wendy is around, because Wendy's light just pisses this lady off. You really gotta look in deep within yourself, because when I tell you, can't not a bitch fuck up my spirit like that. When I tell you I'm laughing extra hard when a bitch I don't like come around. I'm having a good ass time. I'm buying shots for everybody. I'll even buy that bitch a shot. Like, what's up? Yeah, I got it. What's up? You know, I'm gonna have a motherfucking good time whether you there regardless. And I'm gonna still keep my same exact attitude. Well, bitch, I don't like you. You can take this shot, yeah, because I got it, ho. I don't like your motherfucking ass. But Robyn can't do that because she is a nasty, evil, disgusting, pus-filled ogre of a woman. Okay, that was not nice, and I did not need to do that. But I felt like the spirit of Wendy, of what Wendy would like to say, jumped into me, and I am delivering it unto you. Like, I feel like my spirit was just possessed by whatever the Nigerian bones is that they collect or whatever, and Wendy's mother is coming through me and speaking for y'all. Like, Robyn, you really need that to get that together. Anyway, so we're moving on. So what's that girl name? Ashley tries to throw Robyn a bone and say, you know, Robyn, so what about the wedding, girl? Robyn is like, I don't want to talk about, you know, a wedding in front of people who don't really like me. And girl, that was such a lame ass response. But that's why I desperately feel like this group needs a Kenya. They need somebody. I mean, Ashley is kind of that person where she's just not afraid to go there at any moment. But I do feel like at that point, somebody needed to break the ice. Like, everybody is too damn silent. Like, y'all letting too many moments fall to the wayside. Like, that was a moment for somebody to be like, okay, Robyn, Gizelle, put the cards on the table. Let's talk. Y'all bitches, this is getting out of hand. This is getting very stupid and redundant. Like, Robyn, Wendy has apologized to you. She has come to you and say, like, you know, X, Y, and Z. Can you give her something? They need somebody to facilitate these conversations, and the girls just aren't doing it. But anyway, so they get back to the Airbnb, or yeah, wherever they are. And now the scene where Gizelle and Robyn are in the house, and they're talking about Candiace's life. Now, we will get to that when Robyn actually plays it for the table. What I would like to draw attention to is Gizelle trying to flatten that fat ass wig. Ma'am, put the flat irons down. There is not enough heat on this planet. There is not enough heat in the Earth's crust. There is not enough heat in the sun's core to flatten that stiff ass wig. You know what you need, Gizelle? Gizelle needs a black grandmother, great grandmother with childbearing hips and grandmotherly breasts. She needs one of those grandmothers to sit her in between her legs, grab a bucket of blue magic, and to dip her hand in that blue magic after a good blow dry, and to slather it all on that wig, and then grab the hot comb off the stove and press her hair. That is the only thing that will flatten Gizelle's thick ass wig, is a good Saturday night's Easter Sunday press. And every black girl know what I'm talking about. Because if you don't, all the black girls who was raised in church, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. I done seen a many a good blue magic silk presses, bitch. I feel like at this point I just need to hold this drink, child. So we arrive at Santorini, the place where they're gonna have this iconic dinner scene. Oh, Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. So as soon as they get there, Ashley heads out. She calls up Wendy like, hey girl, we at the Santorini. Bring your ass on because, bitch, we ain't having another dinner without you. And Ashley, one thing I'm about to do is I'm going to put my hand in the back of my head and salute you from the back of my forehead, just like you, honey. Because I feel like you doing exactly what this group needed to do. Facilitate the fucking conversation. You needed to push this story along. I don't think that Ashley gives a fuck about Wendy. I don't believe that. And Wendy will be a goddamn fool to believe that Ashley does. But I do think that somebody had to be the one to grab this scene by the balls and say, Wendy, bring her ass up here. And if I gotta be the one to do it, I'm gonna do it. So she comes back. Candiace already know what the game plan is. She said, so what happened? She said, oh, I went outside and talked to Wendy. And Candiace was like, is she coming? She was like, yeah, I invited her. And immediately Mia is like, you disrespectful little brat. Okay, so here's my thing. Why does Mia always feel like she has the credibility to belittle these women? I remember last season when she didn't get away with Candiace, when she wasn't able to bully her and diminish her work and belittle her work, she tried to belittle her character and call her a spoiled little brat. And now that Ashley isn't letting her have her way by icing Wendy out, now Ashley is a disrespectful little brat. Who called you a brat? Who called you a brat? Somebody in your past called you a brat, and that is just stuck with you, and you are projecting that onto everybody. You need to check that out, mama. You need to check that out. I've been saying this for a while that Mia really needs to see a therapist for real, because there are some, her trauma just keeps spilling out onto everybody else. But okay. So she calls her a disrespectful little brat. And then she does this little giggle, and Ashley's like, what? And what are you, Mia? Are you a bully? Because that's what you are. I said, ooh, Ashley, wrap her up. Wrap her up, Ashley. Wrap her up. So Ashley was like, so are you a bully? Is that what you are? And then Sharice said some shit like, Ashley, I think it's a little unfair for you to go against the group and invite Wendy. And Ashley was like, well, I think that it is unfair for y'all to ice her out when she left her family at home. And Ashley made a very valid ass fucking point. Like Ashley or not, Ashley often has a good grasp on reality and the bigger picture. Ashley is often able to take herself outside of. Then this is why I don't believe that Ashley is as stupid as she tries to make us believe that she is. Ashley has sense. She just picks and chooses when she wants to utilize it. But anyway, so then Wendy arrives right now. Wendy. I really be wanting to root for you, mama. And the thing is that I still do, because I understand how you, much like Ashley, you are taking a step back and you understand that there are people watching you right now, and that you have to show the people watching that you are at least trying. You are trying to do what's right. You are not do what's right, but you are trying to. You are showing the world that you are the bigger person, and you are tossing it back to them to show if they have the character to be the bigger person as well. And they keep proving you right every single time, because we know that you don't give a fuck about what Mia thinks about you. We know that you don't give a fuck about Mia, Robyn, none of these girls, and that but you also do know that you are on TV where people are already perceiving you one kind of way, and they have perceived you one kind of way. So what you are doing is giving the audience an opportunity to see you being the bigger person, and giving them the opportunity to show if they can do the same, and they cannot. They can't match your integrity. They can't match your maturity, mama. They can't match your fake ass maturity. I live, Wendy. But also, that not gonna call these women B words, because they're not. That woman does not deserve an apology. She does not deserve an apology. She started the shit. Don't start none, won't be none. Old African American proverb. Don't start none, won't be none. She didn't deserve no apology, but I see what you're doing, and I salute you, mama. Couldn't have did it myself. I don't have that level of maturity, and I don't have that level of foresight. I would have cleared that motherfucking table out and told that bitch to jump if she wanted to. I'd push her big ass in that motherfucking... Did I call her a bitch? Oh, shit. See, I'm trying to... Okay. I would have pushed... Let me move on. Let me move on. So... Mia ignores her apology, and that's kind of the end of that scene. Like, they just kind of move on because Mia isn't accepting it, and Robyn and Gizelle misses accountability, misses the same women that was pushing Monique to apologize and to feel sorry about her actions. They aren't holding Wendy or Mia to that same standard. And for Monique, the girl who was dismissing the colorism on this show previous seasons, anyway, so okay, now we go to Robyn's ambush. Robyn goes tech. Okay, so she sits down, her boombox, like, lady, where do you bring this boombox? I'm sure production probably gave that to her, now that I think about it. But she sits her boombox in the middle of the table. Boombox. How old am I? Like, goddamn. She sits her little speaker in the middle of the table, and she plays back Candiace's live. Now, if you've been here long enough, you know that I'm a Candiace fan. But if you've been here long enough, you know that I'm also not afraid to call my girls out to the carpet when I feel like they slipped up, right? Candiace, I think that this really caught Candiace off guard, because she would have probably expected any one of these women besides maybe Wendy to call her out like that, to ambush her for something like this. Especially when she went out of her way to endorse and advertise Robyn's embellished hats on that exact same live, right? I think she would have expected this out of anybody else. But the fact that Robyn did it really cut Candiace deep and caught her off guard. So she was stuttering, and why would you do this at this time? Here's the thing, Candiace, you cannot pick and choose when you want somebody. You really cannot pick and choose when you want somebody to address you. You addressed it on your live in front of all of your fans and unbeknownst to you, and to millions of people. Now, karma is coming back. No, not even just karma. Now she has the right to address you in front of everybody. Here's the thing though, Robyn. If I know that I am Candiace's friend for real, I would not have taken that as a dig towards me. But Robyn was already feeling guilty because Candiace did not already, like, if Candiace would have sided with her in that moment, it would have been like, yeah, Wendy was doing too much. She was antagonizing Mia. This wouldn't have been a problem for Robyn, because she would have known that this live was not about her. When she said all of these hoes, she would have known that that was not about her. She would have been like, no, these is about you hoes. Me and Candiace, we good. But because Candiace said some shit and a hit dog is now hollering, you feel a certain type of way because she threw shots and you inadvertently got shot. You indirectly got shot, and that's your problem, not hers. She wasn't even trying to come at you. And if you were to watch the entire live, which I'm probably pretty sure that you did, she also went on to advertise your business. You a dummy. In the words of Precious's mama, you a dummy. Ooh, I almost called her a word. Anyway, so she said, yeah, this is for all of us. You're talking about all of us. No, you really wanted to feel included in that because you have been waiting for a chance to get back at Candiace. And then you've been waiting for a chance to switch sides on Candiace. You've been waiting for a chance to go 10 toes down with your other green-eyed bandit. That's what you've been waiting to do. Because you don't like the uncertainty of playing this game with Gizelle, because you know at any moment it really could roll around back to you. So you don't like straddling the fence with these two. So you wanted to choose your side, and now you got the slightest opportunity to do so, and you chose it. You a low down dirty dog. You're a low down dirty dog. That's what she is now. So Candiace is like, I wasn't talking about you. If you would have asked me that, one-on-one, I wasn't talking about you. But now that you've just ambushed me, I guess maybe you are included in that. Karen, this also was not for you. Ashley saw Candiace headed for the finish line. She was about to skate her way out of that, right? With accountability with the Karen. Ashley must have clotheslined Candiace something nasty. She said, doop. She said, oh, well, since I'm one of them hoes and you don't like me and I'm disloyal and all this other bullshit, Karen, let me tell you what your good homegirl said about you. This lady said, Candiace said that you was dating other people. And the look on Karen's face was so shocked and disappointed. You know that she probably could have taken this from any other girl at that table because she's had it from everybody else at that table. But coming from Candiace, this really cut her deep. And I will have to say that I felt Karen in that moment just because she knows that Candiace and her have been on rocky terms. And they're, taking baby steps towards rebuilding whatever has been broken. But she didn't think that they were in such a bad place that she would go to Ashley, of all people, and badmouth her. And I will say, when you watch the footage without thinking too hard, you would be like, okay, Candiace, no, girl, you fucked up. Like, why would you ever tell Ashley that? And still, I think that I don't care in what context, I think that it was a mistake for Ashley to say anything about Karen dating anybody outside of her marriage to Ashley. I think in any context, I don't think it's right. If she was repeating what somebody else said or not, I don't think that Candiace should have done that with Ashley. Now, could she have done it with Wendy? Maybe. I don't know, because Wendy, she be a little flip-floppy too these days. I don't know. But I think that she could have done that with Wendy. She probably could have done that with Robyn at one point. But Ashley, like your sworn enemy since the beginning, that just don't seem smart. That to me don't seem smart. So the look on Karen's face when she said that, she said, you know what? I've done so much for this group and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And while she's going through this whole diatribe, I'm sitting there thinking isn't Karen the same woman that just season 5, she went to HR to complain about Candiace to get her fired from the show because she told her to burn in eternal hell? Karen, be fucking serious, okay? Be fucking serious. Girl, you're lucky. But I will say that still does not excuse Candiace for talking about her marriage. It does not. Not to me, at least. So Karen storms off, and Candiace is like, Ashley, I never said that. You need to go and talk to Karen because I did not say that. And they're going back and forth or whatever. And then Karen comes back. Karen is like, what the fuck y'all saying? I don't need to play telephone with you batches. What did you say? And now Candiace is crying. Candiace is like, I did not say that. I did not say that. And Gizelle is like, why is Candiace crying? Candiace is like, yes, Candiace is crying because she's upset. You're getting rained on because you're evil. Candiace is a key. Candiace is a key. Okay. Okay, so the dinner scene is over. It starts raining uncontrollably, and the girls go. Gizelle takes her old crust ass back to the mansion because she's tired, and the rest of the girls go out to the club. Now, this scene made me feel warm and fuzzy on the inside because I'm like, look at Candiace and Mia having a good time, showing nipple together. Look at Robyn and Wendy having a fucking heart to heart. I really did enjoy that. They looked like they both was fucking having a good time. And honestly, that was just a perfect setting to let it all go. Like, y'all having shots, y'all having drinks, y'all having a good time. Like, you cannot, the energy of the club is infectious, right? You can't help but to have a good time in the club sometimes. You just can't. So, yeah, I really love that the girls were able to come down to a good moment. But Lord mercy, did the shit take a turn for the worse in the car? Candiace is going off on that damn Robyn something crazy. Like, bitch, I thought you was my real fucking friend. And this is all I really got to say about that. I 100% am on Candiace's side because I feel like we have all had those drunk ass moments where we feel it on our spirit, and bitch, we gotta voice it. We drunk and we gotta let it out. Like, girl, how dare you do me like that? And I've definitely been in those moments with friends where I'm just like, you know, like, I thought we was good. I don't know how we ever even got to this place. I'm more of one of those kind of people. Like, when I'm drunk, I am a very solution oriented person. So when I'm drunk, I don't want to argue. I want to make amends. I'll accept my part. Like, when I'm drunk, bitch, I will accept my part for whatever you believe I did. Like, I won't even argue with you about it. I'm just like, girl, you got it. Like, you feel the way that you feel, but you know, I'll let it go. Let's just agree that this is done. Candiace, on the other hand, is like, no, bitch, I thought you was my fucking friend, but you fake just like the rest of the motherfucking hoes. And, yeah, it leaves us off on that. And the only thing I gotta say is that Robyn and Candiace this is gonna be hard to come back from. This is gonna be hard to come back from. And I don't know where Candiace... I don't know how this is going to go for Candiace, because now you have got Robyn and Gizelle on your ass, and Mia, and Ashley, and possibly Karen. So I'm excited to see what the rest of the season is going to give. And I will be here to review the rest of it. So if you like what you saw today, make sure you go ahead, like, share, subscribe. And, you know, I love y'all. Thank you for joining me. And we out.